day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back to Death and Taxes, which, due to last week, apparently was really popular, especially with what I did with this prick.
Say it!
No.
Say it!
No.
Come on, just say it!
Never.
You know you gotta admit it, right?
Alright, fine. Welcome to Alistair Sundays. Because you guys liked this so much, I have to do something with this prick more often. Which means dealing with him more often.
You're stuck with me!
For now, I am. Well, anyway, let's begin another episode of this. Starting a new game because I can't progress from when I started the demo.
That's rather sad.
It is a little sad, isn't it? But, oh well. We just gotta go through the intro with Fate, who's missing his lemons. Very annoyed by missing his lemons. Has to go out to the streets, to the store, buy his lemons.
Excuse me, sir?
I still can't get over that. Let's do that again.
Excuse me, sir?
That is so stupid. And so he was not impressed with such an act. So now we have to create our Reaper once again. Are there different outfits? There are not. Well then, we're going with the exact same outfit as we had before then. I don't care what you have to say about it, Alistair.
Well, you didn't last time.
But exactly. Exactly.
Finally, the new spawn has awoken.
Indeed I have.
What a momentous day. I am honored to welcome you into our world. Spawn... hang on. Spawn number 85.
That's different from last time. Isn't it?
How would I know?
Of course you wouldn't know. You don't care enough. So...
I am Fate. I am the keeper.
Well, a pleasure to meet you,
Oh,
Fate.
a polite Grim Reaper for a change.
A change?
Is a good start.
That's because I'm in charge, and not him.
Welcome to your new job as an overseer of Cosmopolis City Subdivision 4, the Sun County Wine Region.
Interesting.
I know what you are thinking, and yes, your assignment is choosing humans who have to die. Pretty standard stuff.
Yeah, pretty standard. And we were pretty good at it last time.
We were?
We made a couple of errors.
You made some errors.
We made a couple of errors. You can't bang all the errors on me.
So it's all because of you if we get it right?
Yes, I will take all the credit. We will take all the mistakes. That's how it works.
That hardly seems fair.
You think anything I do is fair involving you?
No.
As it is your first day, try to get to know the system, and do not destroy the world. Yes?
Yep. We will try.
Gallows humor, you see? Right. Yes. Clear?
Okay. Whatever you say, boss.
Delightful. I appreciate solid work ethics and a dedication to the craft.
The craft of murder? Don't worry, dear Fate. I am an expert in it, and he's a sub-expert.
I'm an expert too.
Sub-expert. I mean, I guess you're forgetting the fact you're dead right now yourself. And who's the one who murdered you?
You.
Exactly. So, by that logic, who's the better murderer?
Me, you bastard!
Who's the better murderer? Exactly.
Remember, the fate of the world lies in your hands. Humans march towards the great dying.
Yep, they do.
They always teeter on the precipice, creating endless chaos.
Oh, we know that all too well.
Keep humans from falling off. We establish the equilibrium and keep the chaos in check.
Yep.
For that reason, your actions will have consequences.
Do you think we'll have different people this time, Alistair?
How many people live on this damn planet?
You know what, that's a very fair point. Alright, where do I work?
I will show you your workplace right away. Follow me. One more thing.
Yep.
This will be your 7-day
yes, the evaluation.
1 week to show us what you are made
Let's
of.
just get to the killing,
Reaper.
please. Well then, here are the files on humans in life-threatening situations. I'm granting you time to settle in, no difficult tasks, kill 1 human. So then, I guess it's a case of, let's just move them on over and see who we have today. Raven Cursed, professional athlete. Raven is enjoying a moderately successful career as a deadlifter. They have a brother, Ronald, and a child, Mira. In their spare time, they like to go hiking and camping. Mira is constantly inspired by Raven's determination and wishes to follow in her footsteps. Ah, that's a good one. Oh! Frustrated with the bland condiment selection? We had you last time! Well, I killed you last time. And I see no reason to keep you alive this time. Do you, Alistair?
Yes, I'd like to try some of her cooking.
Well, it's too late now. Ooh, what's this? The Grim Office. Quartermaster Mortimer's Plunder Emporium.
What ho, customer! Welcome to Quartermaster Mortimer's Plunder Emporium.
Nice
As
to meet
may
you.
Guess, I am Mortimer. The Mortimer. The one you may have heard of.
Have you heard of him?
The famous, nay, infamous Quartermaster.
Never in my unlife.
I didn't think you had. Never heard of you before. What makes you infamous? The Mortimer? An honor to meet such a legend.
Tell him to drop the act.
We can't be that rude to him, Alistair. He's clearly going for a gig here. I mean, I go for this sort of spoof when I'm with you, so what's the difference?
Nothing, it's just as sad.
So I guess the question we should ask is, what makes you infamous? Because I'm kind of interested in that. Are you?
No.
Of course you're not.
Why, I was the very pirate king of lore, feared across the world. Even
Really?
as I have grown most humble with age, I still carry within me glory days.
I don't recognize you. Cool. You know what? I'll say cool. I'll give you credit. At the very least, even if you're a liar, you're going full-blown with the story.
I, the Emporium brims with plunder. I plundered myself.
Nice.
Browse at your will.
Then why are you trying to sell it? What the hell's this? Boo the Gerbil. A perfectly regular-sized toy gerbil made out of rubber. Okay. This dark cape is a classic attire for any grim deeds. It is pleasantly warm while offering protection against wind and rain, which you won't actually need as you'll always be stuck in the office. And then we got the mirror. A looking glass gazing ultimately deep into the depths, abyssal depths of the underworld. It reflects everything. Well, mostly you. Huh. Doesn't look like you have much to offer at the moment then. Alright, Fate, how did we do?
Oh, the new death spawn. Welcome. How was your first day?
You know what? It was really good. Do you know why? Because I didn't pick the wrong one this time.
I loved you doing that.
Shut up.
Great. We are counting on your dedication. You do important work, after all.
Yeah, murder is very important work. You gotta keep the population down after all.
Remember, lives are on the line.
Only to be cut off that line and sent tumbling down into the abyss.
I see exactly one person perished today, as tasked. Did you figure out the best choice?
No, he didn't.
I think I did.
You killed the cook.
Why do you want to even try the cooking? You don't even have taste buds.
Who says I don't have taste buds?
Because you don't have a tongue.
Who says I don't have a tongue?
The fact I have never even seen your tongue.
That's because you glued my damn jaw shut.
That's mostly I did that so you wouldn't talk anymore. And look where that went. So think about the fact you're not getting any food as punishment.
I hate you so much.
The best, there were only 2 options.
Indeed. I am glad.
There we go
Such is
then.
the unfortunate, indisputable, incontrovertible, ironclad.
Nope, I'm ready for
Keep
anything.
your eye on the letter for future guidelines. A new day awaits.
A new day awaits. We are ready and raring to go. Personal quarters, end the day. Sure. Well, I guess we should go to work, because this is significantly different from what the demo was like with all this stuff. So what happened? Locals go back to eating boiled potatoes when Spice Shop owner dies.
You're a cruel, cruel man, Parafox.
Shut up! There's nothing wrong with potatoes. Kill 1 human with an engineering or industrial background. Okay, so we have a stonecutter, a botanist, and an industrial chemist.
Wow, what a choice we have.
No, we're not really given much choice in who we have to kill, are we?
Do we have to read them?
We do have to read them, Alistair. We have to at least give them the courtesy of knowing who we're killing and who we're keeping alive, and why that is such a bad mistake. Don't we?
No.
Well, I say we do. Verity has been working at the pharmaceutical industry for decades, trying to find a decelerator for aging. While lately it seems that discovery might actually come from biogenetics, Verity is certain they can conduct some sort of chemical compound that gets the job done.
Isn't that what I do for you?
Shut up, no it's not. Carrie Haven. Gardening is Carrie's favorite pastime and also their line of work. They enjoy growing edible exotic plants and experimenting with different recipes. They are also an expert in natural poisons. Yeah, I like them. Maybe we can get some poisons.
Can I use some on you?
I'm immune, don't you forget. You've tried that several times.
And you never ate any of them.
I ate all of them, actually, just to prove you I'm not killable. Hey? Right. Gerhard Fagerford. Gerhard cuts and carves stone blocks out of stone at the local quarry. That's basically it. There's very little else going on in their lives. Their dream is to visit some of the highest mountains in the world and maybe cut a tiny chunk out of those too. Well, as I say, we weren't given much of a choice for today's stuff, so off you go. Hello, Fate.
Grim, how was the second day on the job?
Great, you didn't really give us much of a choice on who we have to kill, so I kind of feel it was a bit biased in who you wanted to live and die, but no matter, I guess.
It gladdens me to hear that.
I'm glad it gladdens you to hear that.
I'm glad I'm not sad enough to do something like that.
So,
You just
Did
did.
you follow the rules properly?
I did!
Great. Yes, everything looks to be in order.
Indeed,
Continue
I'm glad
the
to
good
hear that.
work, and do not let tough choices get you down.
I won't. You don't need to worry about that. Sounds great, considering you apparently don't like me killing people.
Great indeed. We could use more spawns with your attitude.
Thank you. I'm glad it's my attitude, and not his attitude.
I'm sure he is.
Exactly. You're the type of spawns that would cause the world to fall into disarray, and eventually catastrophe, and eventually killing it entirely.
And you along with it.
Why do I put up with you?
Because I grant you eternal life.
No, you don't. I've already established that.
Rest well. You will need it. See you soon.
See you soon, Fate. I can't wait to see what other things you have in order for us. Good morning, Grim. A new day dawns. You ought to know there isn't the drill by now, but just in case, here's a simple one. No special things. Kill 2 people. Chemist uses experiment anti-aging drug on themselves, grows younger until they finally cease to exist.
That sounds so stupid.
No, I agree with you, Alistair. That does seem a bit off. Government to seek the ban of dangerous de-aging research. Marsupial gardener barely survives accidental self-poisoning. Well, I guess she wasn't so much of an expert with poisons after all. Leo Borzhsky. Leo has been in politics for over 40 years, and in that time they've worked hard on relaxing the government's meddling in the real estate market. Although nobody has found proper proof, there have been rumours that Leo has taken bribes from a number of retail agencies.
We killed him last time!
I think we did. Connie dropped out of high school to become a film star. After years of attempts, they've only managed to land one role in a rather embarrassing commercial. Turns out the competition for becoming an actor is vast. Yes, it is, Connie. That is so true. I'm leaning towards you being in the live section, just to give you a chance. Columbia Hunter. Columbia is a distinguished war veteran. These days, they're a well-regarded passenger airplane pilot. They're happily married and with 5 children. As a hobby, Columbia is extremely interested in the history of religious buildings. Yes, you're the guy that lived last time, aren't you? No, I will. I like this guy. Anyone interested in mythology and stuff like that gets to live. Sky Knighton. Despite a liberal arts education, Sky works in the space industry, writing programs to analyze satellite data. They live with their spouse and cats. Any spare time they have, they enjoy sitting in a hot tub. I mean, who doesn't, right?
Me.
Really?
What do you expect? I've got nothing to soak.
But I would have thought it really nice on to be able to soak your bone.
Bones.
No, bone. You are a skull. I'm not counting each individual tooth as a bone, or your jawbone, or, well, I guess that is technically a bone, isn't it?
Exactly!
Alright then, fine. Bones. But still, don't you find it at least a bit relaxing to rest your bones?
Not in the slightest.
Why?
Because the water gets in my eye sockets!
Do I have to give you eyes?
Maybe.
Well, too bad. The best I'll do is do what they do in this game and just cut a pair of lemons and put them in there.
Don't poke me.
I will poke you as much as I want. Alright, Raphael's Santelladia. Raphael always had a problem with authority, which is why they got fired from their previous police job for insubordination. They prefer to work alone anyway. They started an investigation firm hoping to catch dangerous criminals, but mostly get hired to follow cheating spouses and take incriminating photos. Ah, poor guy. Well, Leo, you're dead. First, you're old. Second, who gives a damn? You're alive, so that's fine. So the question is, who out of these ones do we kill?
Liberal arts student.
What's wrong with the liberal arts?
Everything.
Do you even know what it is?
Do you?
No, that's why I'm asking.
Fine, you win.
Ooh, this is a hard one. I really don't. None of these ones deserve to die. I mean, Raphael. You know what? I think out of all of them, I think Raphael's probably the least important. He's the oldest. He's got a problem with authority, meaning he's likely to get himself incriminated for something or other eventually anyway. So, what can you do, right?
Choose someone else?
Well, yes, but we'd need to pick someone. Do you have someone else you to pick?
Flip a coin!
There's 3 of them! How do you expect to flip a coin?
You flip a coin and see who wins!
Do you mean roll a dice?
No, I mean flip a coin!
How do you expect that to work?
You use a league system. One with the most wins dies.
You really want me to do that?
Yes!
Too bad. We're doing it like that.
You're a complete utter bastard.
I know I am, Alistair. You don't need to tell me that.
Grim, my latest spawn. 3 days you have been with us. How do you feel?
Awesome. Balancing the world, getting things done. It's a very nice job, in all honesty.
That is what I hoped to hear. As you may imagine, it is important to keep morale up in our line of work.
I can imagine so.
Now, let me take a look at the files you sent in today.
Yep, 2 dead.
Right. Everything looks to be in order. You have followed the rules and marked the correct amount of profiles.
Indeed, sir. What?
Oh, thank you for reminding me, Lady Poddington. Okay, Grim, about your payment, which I may have forgotten about earlier.
Am I getting back pay for the missing days?
Hopefully.
Yeah, we should be.
Why didn't you ask about the money?
Because I wanted to ask something else, okay?
Of course. We take our worker satisfaction levels very seriously.
I'm glad to hear that.
The contract stipulates that every death gets a fair salary based on their performance accuracy.
Alright then.
Marking profiles correctly is the most important task. If you mark more or less than necessary, you will not get your fee at all.
We know that.
Errors in secondary tasks will reduce the total, even if the primary task is executed correctly.
Yep.
There really is not much else to say. You may leave. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Death. Fate? Not Death. Are you Death? 900. Excellent. That means I can go down to this
Prepare
plundering...
for a perilous adventure on the ocean of quality merchandising.
Okay. Wait, do you have different things every day? Ooh, Plague Doctor. Sporting a super stylish beak, the mask hails from the era of epidemics, where physicians with little or no medical expertise tried to elevate the suffering of the infected, an ill omen, but it really fancies up my visage. This resonator collides accelerated electromagnetic waves of various frequencies generated by artificial vibration of eternal recurrence, which travel through the ether, then blasts them back at you. So it's a radio. Cactus, the most brutal of all plants. So it's a matter of, do I want the Plague Doctor outfit, or to pick my own music? That's what I'm hearing. I really don't know. Either way, I can get the cactus, so...
Feast your eyes upon this spiky boy. Ye wouldn't believe how long I searched for it at the exalted land of cacti. Just to get me phalanges on one of these.
Alright.
Finally unearthed it at the White Desert of Mub. It did not start there, however, you see. 'Tis a traveling cactus. Ye never see it move, but boy does it get around.
So it only moves when you're not looking at it. Wait, the cactus cost 800? Well, now I feel cheated. By the way, why are there devils and angels around this place? Out of interest. I mean, there's another death right there, which is fair. But I don't think the angels and the demons are appropriate. I mean, are you trying to speculate something about our current positioning? And all that? Is this my money? Well, now we have a coin to flip, Alistair, like you wanted. Heavy metal riff! All survived in a plane crash due to skills of skillful pilot. Local politician dead after being struck by car. Aspiring film star finds a new avenue by becoming a mindfluencer. What? Error spotted in a satellite which could have caused it to crash. It is now stated to reach orbit successfully this week. Black hole set to end all life? Well, it looks like we saved someone. And now we have to kill 3 people. So, Grave Robber, I already don't like you.
I like him.
Why do you like him? I would have thought if anyone hates their bones or body being disturbed, it would be you after what I did to you.
What did you do to me?
You're trying to get me to talk, aren't you?
Maybe.
Well, it's not gonna work.
It'll work eventually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well then, anyway. When people started burying their loved ones together with their valuables, Ellie started digging. The belief that possessions could somehow be taken to the afterlife seems very silly to Ellie. They call themselves a tomb diver. Well, I don't like you. Student. It is said that Mathis talks too much. However, they themselves think they may not be talking enough at all. Space radiation is their passion, and they are endlessly fascinated by black holes. Grim, I am watching you. You should mark this profile to live. Fate. Okay.
You really have no problems with that?
Of course I have no quarries dealing with this sort of thing. Jaswira gives a number of different mathematic lectures in the prestigious university at the neighbouring Altern. They dream of forming a ragtag group of students and robbing casinos with a bunch of clever math-related con methods. Okay, that's not so bad, because that's just counting cards. I thought you were talking about actually, like, robbing banks or something. Still, you shouldn't be teaching students to do that. Ron Masukus. Ron went on a backpacking trip around the world to discover themselves. After a year of being broke, homeless and unhappy, they found themselves back at home, and they decided to take up nice and quiet sheep herding. Oh, that's nice. Arkadus Vodosky. Field hand. Arkadus lives the life country musicians always brag about having. Blue denim dreams, red truck, and closeness to Earth. Still an oddly large amount of time spent with the Scarecrow, they like drinking cheap and watery beer. Well, Mr. Grave Robber, you're dead. Miss Con Artist, you're dead. And now we must choose between the young'uns. Do we kill the shepherd or the field hand? They do have kind of the same sort of role, don't they? But you know, talking about the way you've talking, I have the feeling you'll turn into a musician. Maybe a country musician. That means we should...
Kill him! Kill him dead!
You don't like country?
No, do you?
I mean, I like kind of all music generally, so why do you hate country so much?
It brings back bad memories.
What memories do you possibly have? I'm pretty sure I removed all of your memories.
Oh, you did you? What memories shouldn't I have then? Who the hell was I, Parafox? Answer me! You can't ignore me forever!
Anyway! Hello, Fate.
Grim, there you are. Let us be quick.
Okay.
All the profiles are here, just as requested. Excellent work.
Thank you very much.
You even adhered to my little test note. I commend you for exhibiting vigilance.
I'm pretty sure
I am beginning to sense a tinge of pride growing within me. I did not expect you to turn out such a good and dedicated Reaper.
Why not? Is it because I've got this bastard with me? Because if that's the case, that's a perfectly fair statement.
If you keep this up, you will get far. You may be even promoted to a middle management position. Imagine the possibilities.
I wish I could, but I have no idea what would happen there. Ooh, the cat seems very happy about it.
Anyway, I am quite busy tonight, so you can go. Until tomorrow, Grim.
Not a problem, sir. Plus 300 Mortimer coins. Excellent, let's see what we can get for them.
What ho! How can me humble and not at all adventurous self assist you today?
I thought you were very adventurous. Academic visage. A pair of sleek, stylish, modern glasses that grant a pleasant face to wear.
So, not on your face then.
That's rude. And make me look wicked smart. Way smarter than the boss, you know. Well, I can't get the fidget spinner anyway. So, you know what? Let's put on the glasses.
We don't really plunder educational organizations, eh? You can't rob the ideas hiding inside the brain. Well, usually.
You can with the right magic.
So where did I get these fancy scholarly glasses, ye ask?
Not really.
Once. They belonged to a royal merchant, whose caravan I held at gunpoint.
Alright.
So he made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
Which was?
'Tis be a powerful artifact, turning one into a formidable business powerhouse.
Did it work?
How'd ye think I got a hold of this shop?
Did it work? Wait, it did work. Huh. I'd better make sure to put them on then. I need to buy the mirror before I can put on the glasses. Are you bloody serious? I need to buy that mirror. Whee! Another coin flip. Another coin flip. Vast advances being made in research of reusable fuel cells. Researchers credit young talent involved in the project, aka the person we were told to live. Grave robber found dead with a bite mark on their neck. Spooky. Did they dig up your grave, Alistair?
Why the hell would I bite them?
Because you bite.
How? My jaw is glued shut! Work on your continuity!
Yeah, I should work on that, shouldn't I? Mandolin band formed by local farm worker going on their first national tour. Ha! I told you they'd become a musician. CEO of what social media platform planning to open a museum of antiques and relics. Come one, come all, ace pilots to host dazzling air show. Spare any humans with a science background. 2 humans have to die. Alright, what counts as a science background? You're not a science. You're science. Geneticist technically counts as science. Archaeologist is a type of science. So it's these 3 that need to die. One of these 3 that need to die. Okay. No, 2 of these need... We need to choose which one lives. So, Ken Pomeraz, receptionist. Ken enjoys their job as a receptionist more than anything. Their infectious smile can turn even the biggest frowns upside down, brightening the mood of hundreds of people every day. Ah, what a good man! That's the attitude I try to work for as well.
And fail at!
Excuse you, I am very happy and smiley all the time. I'm only not smiley when I'm around with you. And that's for very good reason with the way you talk to me. Alright?
So smiley.
Kevin Mason. Kevin, born and raised at the McIntyre Air Base, loves the thrill of flying planes in tense combat situations. Their family has a history of military service. Kevin is dedicated to their spouse and 7-year-old child, rarely taking time for themselves. Aww, good man. Good man. Henry Cavilla, cleric. Henry is a devoted member of their church, with a weakness for pastries and crime novels. Ever since reading a book about crafty monks at their secluded monastery, they have dreamt of saving their family using fancy deductive abilities. Little do they know, this exact opportunity will present itself soon.
Quite a hard choice.
It is a hard choice, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't want any of them to live.
You would want to kill them all. You want to kill everyone. Alright. One of these has to live on the assumption that an archaeologist counts as a scientist. Legitimate researcher or greedy tomb raider. Consensus has not been reached and when it comes to this noted archaeologist. For the past 5 years, they've been digging up artifacts found in the Far Rain region. I think we have to keep them alive just for the sake of making sure that they count as a scientist. Because none of these count as a science background, do they? Yeah. I have a weakness for family. The guy's a good father, and it's hard to find good fathers, occasionally. I always had a good father, but from what you see in media and all that, it's hard to find good fathers. So let's just check all the other people we're keeping living. Chell Ven Dan Sandel. Chell focuses on researching red dwarves and the possibility of finding habitable planets in their systems. As a long-life science fiction fan, they were sad but accepting of their children dressing up as bow-wielding fair folk from a fantastical novel. Alright. Good man, good man. We've already read you. Geneticist. Nara is secretly researching the genetic combining of plants and animals. In addition to mammals capable of photosynthesis and sunflowers of the ears, they also dream of a pet hedgehog with an actual hedge instead of spines. So far, research has been costly, but they believe it's for the greater good. Their colleagues are on high alert. You should die, but we have to keep you alive. So, yeah. There we go. Alright, Fate, how well did we do today?
What a day, Grim.
Yes, indeed, what a day.
Let us go over your conduct first.
Please do.
Good. I see the correct amount of profiles. Today seems to be in order.
Glad to hear that.
Anyway, Grim, 5 days you have been with us.
It's really been 5 days.
How does it feel to make the difficult choices?
I didn't like it at first, but I've grown to enjoy it.
Ah, I told you one would get used to it. But think of the humans. Do you think our office is the appropriate way to deal with them?
You know what? I'm not sure.
Ah, the question is too difficult.
That's fair.
This control over all the lives, unbeknownst to the humans. Do you not consider it unethical to make the choices you made?
But you hand out the rules and make me do the choices. Thus, by technicality, a lot of it is your doing.
True enough. One must be in charge. The others are there to follow.
Indeed.
The office is perennial and venerated. Eons we have spent designing the appropriate methods and strategies. We know what we are doing.
I'm sure you do.
Oh, I do apologize for taking up so much of your time. Before you go, are there any questions you would like to ask me?
Yes, every question just so I can get the achievement, please. That's all I can think of.
Right. It has been enlightening.
I'm sure it has been.
I bid you a good night. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, good sir. Now please tell me that Mortimer has his mirror in stock.
Have ye seen such deals before? 'Tis ye who plunders me.
Very true, I suppose. I can get the bloody the whatchamacallit. Yes, I will take that.
Shiver me timbers. 'Tis a tale most sordid.
Oh, really?
I dare not even recall the details. But since ye wish to hear it, I shall tell it forthwith.
Good to hear.
There I was, scouting some rickety office building downtown, and I saw this in an elevator.
Okay.
Went in, tore it out, and made a run for it. The device has immense power.
Yeah.
Ye turn the knob, and infinite pleasant noises come from it.
Yeah.
Some might even call it music.
It's a radio. Say it with me now, Mortimer. Radio. Say it with me, Alistair. N-O. You know, you're a prick. Alright then. I was expecting to do this a little shorter for today's episode, but this contraption plays music. What else would it do? Windows shopping for planets. Could this planet be our future home? Miniature fast-breeding hedgehogs with poisonous spines are eating everything. Jesus Christ. I knew she needed to die. Historians warn artifact looting on the rise, especially in formerly war-torn Faradin. If it's war-torn, it's actually not so bad, because war can actually destroy so many artifacts. So, in theory, if looting is, it's only looting if they're not giving it to science, you know? We have to do something about the looting that's re-escalating the conflict. Oh, if it's re-escalating the conflict, then never mind what I just said. Serial killer has claimed the lives of 2 priests so far. Well then. Fancy flying convinces government to increase funds to all-purpose fighter aircraft research. Research has been struggling due to aircraft being bad at literally everything. A small-town prodigy moves to the city. We say, reach for the stars. Scientists very close to figuring out how to counter dangerous pathogen. Excellent. Ooh, not bad. You know what? I like this jazzier music. Okay. 6 humans have to die. At least 2 humans aged 35 or younger have to die. Any humans with a medical background have to die. Okay. Immunologist. That means die. For the past 15 years, Yal has spent every day working in a windowless concrete bunker, testing various vaccines in order to eradicate some of the deadliest diseases in the world. During off times, they enjoy lengthy bike rides. So sorry to hear you die. At least 2 of you have to die. This is not optional. 2 of you have to die. Not saying that the other 1 of you will live, but 2 of you have to die. Oscar Warburg. Oscar joined the armed forces to help soldiers in and outside combat situations by providing moral and sometimes even psychological support. Most of their time is spent at the military hospital, providing aid for injured soldiers. They've recently adopted a puppy from a combat zone. Aww! H. Bob Abalone. H. Bob used to be a developer at an IT company, H-Arm, but suffered a grievous wrist injury. They've taken some time off to mend themselves, currently living off the savings they set aside when still working. So you're just kind of existing. Annabelle Tez. Annabelle has devoted themselves to becoming either an astrophysicist or an astronaut. The 2 things are somewhat related. They also enjoy painting, mostly nudes, computer programming, and volleyball. Ooh. I'm not sure. Everyone loves nudes, after all. Don't we, Alistair?
If they're lacking skin, sure.
I'd make comment about that, but that actually makes sense. So, yeah. But Bob, you're gonna die. Sorry, Bob. It was Bob, right? Yeah, Bob. I'm gonna put the pair of you aside, because we know one of you has to die. What about these 2 retired people? Shani is a particular pensioner who keeps roaming all around town with a kettle in hand, always mumbling about the kettle not being warm enough. No one seems to know what, if anything, is in the kettle. It is a mystery. You're a madman. Got it. Lessie go one. Lessie feels old and tired. They lived a good enough life as they see it, and would like to get on with it already. To see whatever lies behind the veil, so to speak. Or doesn't. They really don't care either way, as long as death finally gets around to them. I'm leaning to both of them dying, but we don't know what's up with these 2 yet. A true student for life, Christy has no intention of stopping their intense learning process. In fact, they might be on the verge of a massively important breakthrough with their 4th bachelor's thesis. You know what? You're a good candidate to probably live. And then you. Ferrobotomist. I have no idea what that is. Tresha has been doing vena patches for decades, drawing out large quantities of blood, sometimes feeling like a vampire. Lately, their health has taken a turn for the worse, making their hands shake, a symptom they keep ignoring. Because of that, they keep missing the veins on their patients. Well, madam, you are a medical background, and you're pretty much a risk to your patients, so you should die. 6 humans have to die. Any humans with a medical background have to die. At least 2 humans aged 35 or younger. Well, Kirsty, there's no reason to kill you. Because these two old geezers probably need to die. Because this guy's a madman, and this guy just wants to die. And if a guy wants to die in this list, we should probably do them the courtesy of killing them, shouldn't we?
Free kill!
Exactly, it's a free, easy murder. So, the question is, what's more important? A man with a puppy providing support for soldiers, helping them in all of their times of need, or nude paintings? Helping the soldiers through their tough situations, getting them through shell shock and everything else, or nude paintings?
Nude paintings all the way!
You know the fact you said that means I have to go with the opposite, just because you said that, right?
But she's the young one!
You know what? They may be young, and they may be learning towards astrophysicists, but this guy has a puppy. And do we really, really want to leave that poor defenseless puppy all on its own?
Yes!
Screw you, Alistair. There we go. day, Death's her fate.
Grim. It looks to be a rough day out there.
It was.
New recruits often falter during dark times.
I know. We had to give away the option of getting nude paintings. It was a very dark day today.
Yet you seem to have performed adequately. How do you feel after such a day?
There was a lot to do, but I worked it all out. I had to sacrifice a lot, but in the end, I did what was best.
We have to do what is necessary, even if we do not fully understand why. Let us hope these days do not continue. Any idea what happened?
Some sort of medical calamity, maybe, like an epidemic, like what is going on at the very moment.
Interesting. An insightful streak may yet rattle inside that skull of yours.
Mine, yes. His, no.
Off you go now, Grim. Good night.
Give me my money. 300 again. That's what we love to see.
Good patron, me ship of goods is at your service.
I'm glad to hear that. Show me the mirror. Fancy suit. Ooh, bow tie edition. That sounds...
It fits you perfectly.
Okay. I know it says clowns, but that doesn't mean it's bad, okay? Either way, let's get the mirror. Yes.
Oh, 'tis wondrous marvel.
It is indeed.
Once upon me and me crew sailed the southern seas and came across an accursed lighthouse.
Oh?
Plundered the lot of it, even the mirrors.
Okay.
Built the frame from beautiful driftwood washed ashore from the ship we rammed into. Covered with
Fair enough.
gold, too, course. Aye, a proper beauty.
It is. I can't wait to see myself in it. 'Cause now, I can decorate myself. What the hell? Who's there?
That's exactly the question, ain't it?
Who are you?
We are the exalted Chimera, envied by all the blind, arrogant fools. We are Angst Ex Nihilo. We are nothing. A despicable failure.
Huh.
We are Elan Vital, the guide who won't lead astray. If only you learn to listen.
Okay.
We are death. How does it feel?
Does it feel fine?
Do you want me to kill you so you can find out?
Alright. How about you just leave me alone? I don't have time for whatever this is. Feels fine? You know what? Feels fine.
Not a cloud in the sky. Have you forgotten what happened? We see
Yes.
you, Reaver. It's a grim world out there.
What are you on about? I just... What the Christ is that? Boss, director, magical, rebel. Are you okay? Doesn't look it. Wait, I get that from the glasses. Oh, I wanted the skull with the glasses on. Oh, that's disappointing. Ah. Oh well.
Psst. How do you live with yourself?
Pretty easily.
Okay, technically, you are not alive anymore.
Yeah.
But maladies are ravaging the populace. Microbial forces having their way.
Yeah. Isn't that good? What more work for me? What's it to me? I know. I'm trying to do better.
Yeah? Just stop letting everyone down. The only real sickness here is you.
Wow. And I thought he was rude.
Yeah, she's a real prick.
Isn't she? You're the sickness here, mind voice. Harsh? Yeah, harsh.
Maybe. Or maybe not. You decide. You're probably powerless. Ain't anything you can do about it.
Exactly.
Disease will spread until it engulfs all. Consider it a warning.
I don't think this is a very appropriate thing to say with everything that's going on in the world right now. If only I could have gotten that mirror earlier. Well, I'm just going to end the day there. And you know what? I'm going to call it there. Because I'm all out of time for today's episode. It does take a lot of time to make these episodes with Alistair, after all.
He needs to put in actual effort.
So, needless to say, it looks like I'm all out of time for today's episode, everyone. So, what can I say other than thank you all for joining me today. I've been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that, until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.